ShinRobjira.
Today we are going to be opening 4 Bandai HGD plus Godzilla Series 7 Mystery Gachapons. So let's get started. Okay, this one feels the heaviest, so let's see what we get. Now, within this set, wow, that was easy, you can get Mothra Leo, I do believe, or Mothra, Mechagodzilla 2, and then Godzilla Ultima and Jet Jaguar. So let's see who we got. Looks like we've got Mechagodzilla 2. Oh boy. I'm actually quite excited about Mechagodzilla 2. This little Gachapon looks like he's just brimming with the details. Let's just take a look here. Godzilla Ultima, Mothra, Super Mechagodzilla, Jet Jaguar, and Godzilla Ultima. Oh, that was just telling you what, yeah. So, this is all you can get in this little mini-series, and I would be happy with Godzilla Ultima and Jet Jaguar. So let's just hope Mechagodzilla 2 isn't the only one I get. Alrighty, sorry about that, friends and neighbors. I actually got a little too ahead of myself and built the little fence here, but for the sake of sakes, it's a nice little rubber fence with pegs on the bottom, and you basically just, you plug them into the stand like so, which is really cool. I like that Bandai got really detailed with this. Like, they included a freaking fence for a stand. Like, that's pretty awesome. I'm easily impressed, but no, that's pretty cool. Okay, now let's get to building Mechagodzilla. So, I don't want to break these. That's the most I'm getting out of it, everybody, and I do not like that. That just showcases all the little funky guts in his tummy over there. Not cool. Why am I calling it a tummy? Mechagodzilla 2, a fine first pull, I would say. Oh wow, hold up, hold the phone. So the arms are gonna be posable, but do you see that? They actually painted the little suit bits in between the arms over here, in between the bicep leading into the elbow. That's really cool. I appreciate that, Bandai. Now, let's see. Oh, okay. I got it right this time, everybody. Go figure, Rob was doing something wrong. That's like a channel thing nowadays. Let's just take this out so I don't ruin nothing. Alright, and he'll plug into the stand like that. And Viola, we have Mechagodzilla 2 in his little fenced-in cageatorium. I like that, and we'll take a closer look at him a little bit later on in the video, because now it's time to open another. Ball number 2, and it's feeling rather light, so hoping for Jet Jaguar, hoping for Jet Jaguar, hoping for Jet Jaguar. Please, please, please. Oh, Jesus, tap dancing. It begins again. Another Mechagodzilla. I swear to God, Bandai. This one's pretty light, too. Please, 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 not Mechagodzilla. Oh, thank God. Okay, so we got Mothra, Mothra, and that looks amazing. Alright, so Mothra Leo is kind of constructed differently because we kind of have to get the wings off of these little breaky breaks. So we'll do that in a second. Let's just get the stand raring to go. And by the way, this stand is fantastic. I love the translucent bits. Now, I want to be very careful with Mothra Leo because he's looking pretty delicate, but I really do have to admit that this is very beautifully done. I'm really enjoying how nice Mothra Leo looks. Sorry, no Dr. Snip and Snip for this. I do not want to ruin Mothra Leo's wings. Alrighty, so Mothra Leo is going to have these rubbery wings that are translucent, and you can already see that. That's fantastic. I would love it. Absolutely. There we go. Love it if they did a new movie monster series Mothra Leo with translucent wings. That would be the bee's knees. That would be the moth's knees, I should say. And that little slit right there. Oh God, I'm so worried about these little legs because these legs are really dangly. I feel like these wings should be up a bit more, don't you? Okay, so Mothra looks fantastic. I am a little bit bummed about the wings though. They look great in every other which way. Oh my God, with the wings. I am not having a good time with this Mothra. This is not going my way. Alrighty, 12,000 years later, and I got Mothra Leo on the stand and the wings on to the best of my abilities. It doesn't look exactly like it does in the little pamphlet that we get, but I do have to say, this looks fantastic. And with the stand combined, this is just an unbeatable display of the beauty that is Mothra. I love this. I really do. Putting it together was a pain in my gluteus, but look at that. Look at all the colors. That just makes it worth it. All right, everybody. Let's see if we can pull Godzilla or Jet Jaguar. I beg of thee. Please. Okay. We dropped it. And who is it? Oh. It's another moth. I'm sorry, everyone. Another double slap to the face of old ShinRobjira. Box of doubles yet again. You know, after the whole GVK fiasco, you'd think I had learned my lesson and gotten a second box or something to that extent, so I can at least double my chances of getting a full set. If only I had such foresight. Well, I did. I got another box before they sold out, so let's begin again! Oh, money shot! Bocce ball. This is really my final resort. If I can't get Ultima or Jet in either of these, that's it for me. I'm kinda done, and not gonna lie, this one's really, really heavy, so this has to be Godzilla. And it's Godzilla. Yes, 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 yes. Alrighty, lot number 2 gave me a little bit of... Oh, wow. Wow. That's a lot of detail. Lot number 2 gave me a little bit more hope for the world. Yes, I foresaw the absolute poo-diggery that I might be dealt the same hand from Bandai yet again, despite me loving them so much, that they would totally, absolutely mess me over again. Well, they technically did, but I ain't going down without another swing. And here's Godzilla Ultima without his stand. A little bit muted on the paint, but the detail is fantastic. I can never deny that. He looking nice and thick. Love the dorsal fins. I wish they did a little bit more with them, but yeah, it's a good figure. While I'm putting this stand together, you gotta check out what ShinRobjira did over on Twitter with his Ultimas. He absolutely knocked it out of the park. That atomic breath version with the red dust at his feet, that is fantastic. Like, dude, man's is killing it. And unfortunately, there is no peg for the building. There is just a position that you can choose to take with it. It being a little bit that way, and Godzilla kind of being like this, and the building is a little like off to the side and everything, and that looks just fine, honestly. Like before, there is no peg holes at the bottom of Godzilla's feet or in the stand over here that'll help keep him in place, so you kinda need to choose where you're going to put him and make sure that he is perfectly balanced on the rims of the black part of the base, so his tail can rest on one part and his feet the other. Alright, Ultima, off to the side with ye. Alright. Ball number 6. All right, who'd we get? Yes! We got Jet! We got Jet Jaguar! Yes! Oh, yes, dude, yes! Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, my God, look at him. He's a little spindle baby. I love it. Dude, I love it. I love it. Oh my God, I can't wait to take a closer look at that thing. Alright, so this is gonna be a little bit bent, but I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. That goes in there, and the stand over here, oh okay, so this will go right there. Yeah, I'm a little bummed it bends like that, but I think I can fix that with some heat and then some cold air. Just get it right back into place. Also, yes, you're supposed to turn the stand sideways, so this part is jutting out that way, and the smaller end will be under his backpack. Backpack, battery pack, whatever have you. That looks awesome. I like that. God, I am so glad we were able to get all of them. Whew! But out of curiosity, why don't we check the last 2 Gachapon balls and see who else we were gonna get? Alright, since we have them all, we don't need to leave too much to the mystery. So we were gonna get another Mechagodzilla 2. I swear to God, if the next one's Mothra, if the next one is... No, this... Okay, and we are going to get another Godzilla Ultima. That's not too bad, honestly. Only one Jet Jaguar, though? That is scary. That isn't even funny. That is terrifying. Alright, up first, let's take a look at Mechagodzilla 2, and Bandai HG really did my guy a lot of justice. Just look at all of that amazing detail. Mechagodzilla 2 in the most detailed design we've ever gotten of Mechagodzilla, but honestly, looking at the fingers, looking at the thrusters on the thighs over here, looking at the detail for the tubed part of the arms over here, it's just really, really impressive. Bandai did go all out with this, and while it is a tad messy in terms of the mold, especially on the thighs over here, clearly not going to be taking points off for that because it is so small, the detail everywhere else is just fantastic, especially on the back of the head over here. I mean, can you, like, believe that? They crammed that much onto this thing. And it just looks so very cool. The stand might be minimally detailed, but it looks perfectly fine for that of Mechagodzilla. And since Mechagodzilla 2's arms are on pegs like this, and the hole is just a peg hole with some... is that different paint? That's actually really cool. Anyway, what I was getting to say is, since these are on pegs and these are normal peg holes, the arms will be posable, which is a nice little bonus for that of a gachapon, because that normally doesn't really happen so much, so it's nice to have a little bit of variation with something like this. Dude, you can even see the teeth in there. That's wild. Bandai going hard on the mother detail. Already when it comes to Mothra Leo, when the light hits these translucent, multicolored wings, it is the Twilight Tower, and I'm talking about Twilight Princess, not Twilight. My only complaint with this figure is just that the wings kind of rest upon each other. When you look at the little pamphlet, it kind of looks like the wings are supposed to be more at an X-wing kind of pose. Like so, and I kind of wish they were like that in the final product. But I ain't gonna be docking points because look at this lovely silver paint on the side of Mothra Leo's head. The eyes are detailed, the antennae up there are detailed, it looks really, really good. And the little moth legs are beautifully detailed as well, especially for something of this size. Heck, even the very bent and out of shape little fins on the back of Mothra Leo over here are nicely painted and detailed, believe it or not. I think Bandai absolutely snapped with this sculpt, man. Again, my only complaint are going to be how the wings rest. But I can't even make good on that complaint because... What are you expecting? Like, unless they were molded a specific way, it was gonna happen either way. Oh yes, and this stand is absolutely beautiful, and I feel positively confident in giving both Mechagodzilla 2 and Mothra Leo 2 solid stars in terms of paint and 2 solid stars in terms of detail. This guy's got articulation, so that gets a solid star. And despite the wings being a bit of a pain to get on and not looking as cool as they do in the photo, I'm going to give a solid star for this translucent vinyl and print work going on. Now let's move on to the singular point, boys. Godzilla Ultima is positively stacked on the detail, like oodles and oodles of detail. I especially love the very deep detail going on with the armor plating on his massive thighs. And I especially love that the Duke claws were painted this time. And despite his face being so small, he does have some decently painted eyes and teeth. Not the greatest in terms of application, but yet again, for being so small, it's a wonder that they're painted at all. The dorsal fins up here look positively fantastic. You can see the veins, wish they were painted red, but you can also see all the little intricate details on them as well. Unfortunately, the dorsal fins are going to take a bit of a hit once they are on the tail, but when it comes to the tail itself, it just looks positively fantastic. Bandai HG with the detail. On point as always. They even put the spikes on the bottoms of Godzilla's forearms over here, dude. Fantastic. Now when it comes to Ultima's stand, it's essentially just some cracked ground and a broken building beneath him. Nothing really to write home about, but the detail is fantastic. And seeing him on his base looking as dastardly as he does is just an absolute plus. Paint-wise, it might not be ShinRobjira, which is the toppest of the top tier, but detail and presentation-wise, I can't give this guy anything less than 3 solid stars. Just look at this. An unbeatable marvel. And last but most certainly not least, we have Jet Jaguar, or Jet Jaguar beep beep. The spear is beautifully painted and beautifully detailed. We do have some of the base color peeking through the gray over here. A little bit more so on the other side, but that really doesn't bother me at all. And the detail on the rest of the spear moving into the hilt is very nicely done. Nice to see some variation at the end of the spear over here. Thankfully, the spear is not all too sharp. Neither is the bottom portion, although I will say this is sharper than the blade itself, or the Anguirus spike. Props to Bandai for making this an easy accessory to apply, and extra points for Bandai for making Jet Jaguar look so good at such a tiny size. You can see a little bit of the mouth sculpted on the head over here. I do wish it was painted even with like a little bit of a smeared gray. This guy is easily the smallest of all of the figures here, and he is on the spindly side, so I can understand why some things were missed. Honestly, the paint that they did include is all I truly need. And dang, look at that detail on the inside of the fingers. Fantastic. To take a closer look, you can see all the little servos and piston joints and all that other good stuff on the back of Jet Jaguar's legs. The battery pack on the back of Jet Jaguar doesn't go without some detail. It's not the most detailed thing on the figure, but just having these two little divots over here is nice. You can see bolts on his torso. You can see the little grill there. You can see his neck. I'm not seeing any circles on his eyes, but that's okay, because genuinely everything else about this figure is fantastic. They even painted and detailed the freaking arm pad looking things. Another 3 solid stars for Jet Jaguar, and let's hope this isn't the last we see of the Singular Point IP in Bandai HGD Plus format. Would love to see an entire line dedicated to these. Salunga, Anguirus, Manda, Aquatilus, Amphibia, Terrestris. I would love to see them all in their own little gachapon format. Yes, there are those ones that are coming out sometime next year. Don't know if I'm actually going to be able to get into those because the solo prices never came about. No listings or anything. You can only get them in the box, and that's a lot of money to be spending on a box of minifigures, don't you think? Either way, I am positively happy with my pulls this go around. It was nice to get the entire set after being burned twice beforehand. Or was it once beforehand? I don't remember. It is unfortunate that when it comes to these, it's looking like I'm going to have to get 2 boxes, and even then, I got very, very close to not attaining Jet Jaguar. And the aftermarket for these things, despite their size and despite their paint quality, it can be very, very unforgiving. Which I do find very, very upsetting, considering these things are probably 100 or 200 yen in Japan, which is the equivalent of maybe a couple of quarters, I guess. Well, I guess $2 or so, but you know, they're so cheap in Japan, and the aftermarket, before anybody can get their hands on them, always just skyrockets, and that's the only downside to these things. The absolute only downside. I wish they were more readily available. I wish more outlets actually took the time to get these and didn't jack the prices up too high. But enough of this I wish stuff. Let's end this video off, shall we? Yeah, it was some extra buckaroos, but honestly, it was entirely worth it. I felt so bad after that GVK video. I felt I robbed you all of a good time. So I said, you know what, Rob? We're gonna get 2 boxes. We're gonna spend the extra cash, and we're gonna at least get a longer video out of it. This could have been just 2 boxes full of Mechagodzilla 2s and Mothras, and I'm glad it didn't turn out that way. A little close to the skin of my teeth on that one, but hey, yet again, worth it. I do so hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll have another one up for you on Wednesday, this time with Evangelion. This was fun. It's a lot more fun when you have more to unbox and they actually give you the whole set. Patrons, thank you so much for becoming ShinRobjira patrons. I absolutely appreciate you. Social media, merch page, the whole 9 yards. This is the end of the video yet again. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Pisse foi!